everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Danielle and this is Danielle's Books. Thanks for stopping by. This is going to be a library book haul. I have like 15 books over here on my little cart and I'm just going to kind of talk about the books I've gotten recently. This is probably over the course of a couple months. I do work at a library, so it's pretty easy for me to get library books in general and also new releases. So a lot of this is going to be kind of those new releases that are very hyped and everything. And I'm excited to share all these books with you. Before we get started, don't forget to check out the description box down below. I'll have these books linked down there. I'll also have social media and I'll have my husband Zach's books. All of his information is always down there, and just go check out all of that. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like book hauls, if you like library book hauls, or if you just like the video. That would be very helpful. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel because I would love to have you. And yeah, let's just jump right into it. I'm going to go in no particular order. I'm just going to kind of go down the line here, I think. So let's start with How to Make a Horror Movie and Survive by Craig DeLuey. So there's been several books that have come out recently that have like a horror movie premise to them, and that's something I'm super interested in. I love a book that's set on like a movie, that's set on a movie set or takes place around like a movie set. I just love those vibes. The last one that I read that kind of did something like that was Runtime, I think it was called, by Catherine Ryan Howard, and I really liked that one. So I actually have two that have come out recently that kind of have to do with this whole horror movie situation. This one I think is about this guy. Max Mori should be on top of the world. He's a famous horror director. Actors love him. Hollywood needs him. He's making money hand over fist, but it's the 80s and he's directing cheap slashers for audiences who crave only more blood, not real art. And Max's slimy producer refuses to fund any of his new ideas. Blah, 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 blah. I guess he finds this like old Hollywood camera that has some like crazy footage on it, maybe. And, it came with a cryptic warning, and sometimes it howls. I don't know. Basically, we are just like following this movie set and this creepy camera that this guy stumbled upon, I guess, and I'm really excited about it. So here's the first one, How to Make a Horror Movie and Survive by Craig DeLuey. Also, if you've read any of these books, let me know your thoughts on them. I've kind of been out of sorts for the last few months, so I haven't really looked at reviews or anything, so I have no idea what the like reviews are for these books, or like, you know, all that good stuff. So I'm going into all these very, very blind. I literally know nothing. And then anyway, getting back to the books, next up we have Horror Movie by Paul Tremblay. I'm sitting right in front of a window, and all these are probably going to have that, you know, reflective cover on them. But so sorry if there's a bunch of glares. Horror Movie, Paul Tremblay. Paul Tremblay is an author that I have enjoyed many books from. This one, I'll just read the blurb. Ooh, it's set in June 1993. My birthday, I was born in July 1993. All right, this one says, a horror movie is an obsessive, psychologically chilling, and suspenseful feat of storytelling genius that builds to an unforgettable, mind-bending conclusion. So this one, again, has that whole horror movie premise, plot to it. I have read from Paul Tremblay. What have I read? The Cabin at the End of the World I read and really, really enjoyed. And then I also read The Pallbearers Club, and I really, really liked that one too. Other than that, I don't think I've read anything else by Paul Tremblay. Oh, let's see here. No, those are the only two that I've read, and I really like them both. So this is one that I'm definitely excited to get to, and hopefully this will be a win from Paul Tremblay as well. So there you have A Horror Movie by Paul Tremblay. Next up, we've got some more. I'll kind of do a little clunk here. We've got some authors that I've read from before, some thriller authors in particular. We'll start with Lucy Foley. This is The Midnight Feast. And then this one says, welcome to the opening weekend of The Manor, a luxury resort built on top of old secrets in an ancient forest. The founder, the husband, the mystery guest, the kitchen help. Everyone has an agenda. Everyone has a past, but not everyone will survive the midnight feast. So I have read The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley, and I did not like that one. And then, is this the author? No, it's not. I think I've read something else by her, but I can't remember. Maybe that's it. So this one sounds super, super interesting. And like I said, I haven't heard anything about it, but I'm really excited to get to this one. I think this one came out possibly in June. I don't know. My whole timeline for releases has been totally off just because, like I said, I've been so out of the game for a second. But I love a thriller like set like on an island at a resort, and you know, people get picked off. That's kind of like my jam. So I'm excited about this one. This one sounds super good. So there you have The Midnight Feast by Lucy Foley. Next up, from an author that I have read from before, we have The Nature of Disappearing by Kimmy Cunningham Grant. Now, The Silent Woods was one of my favorite books that I read last year, I believe. Yeah. And I really, really liked that one. That was quite a hit for me. So I'm excited to read this one. I don't know anything about this, so let's see if there is a blurb. Poignant and suspenseful and unforgettable, The Nature of Disappearing explores what it takes to start over and the cost of letting the past pull you back in. Evelyn doesn't let herself think about the past. Okay, that's not that great of a blurb, but I'm excited about this one. Let's see how long it is. It doesn't feel too long. Yeah, it's under 300 pages, which is like kind of iconic. So I'm hoping to get to this one very soon. I would like to. I've made a lot of video promises on this channel, and things always come up when I make a promise. And honestly, I have a challenge that I'm trying to do in August, but I'm scared to say it out loud because if I fail it, then I'm going to feel like a failure, like I kind of already do. But I would love to do a vlog where I read some of these new releases, especially ones from authors that I've read from before. And if that's the case, this is one I would like to include in that video. So there you have The Nature of Disappearing by Kimmy Cunningham Grant. I'm really hoping that I can do this August challenge because I really, really, really want to, and I think it'd be a lot of fun. But you guys gotta like hype me up or something. Let me know that you would like be interested in, you know, a challenge like that. I'm trying to decide if it would be like a daily thing or if it would be just like a video that I would post just at the end of the month and it would house all of that footage for the month. I don't know. It's like, that sounds like a project and a half to do, but I'm really, really up to the task because I know I've said this definitely a few times, but I feel like we're actually getting into like a groove. This is like such a tangent. Sorry about that. But my kid is now 10 months old. We are presumably out of the sleep regression, and for the most part. And so I'm actually starting to get my free time back where I can get something done. Like I finally finished a book. It took me 2 months to read a 200-page book, but hello, the 6 to 9 month range is like, forget about your life. You can't get anything done, but I'm past that now. I'm in the 10-month range and things are looking up. So hopefully I can, you know, do all of these videos that I want to do because I really, really, really want to get back into the swing of things. So many of these are just like, every time I read a synopsis, it's like, I want to pick up that one. I want to pick up that one. Also, a video that is definitely happening, which I can tease in this, is I'm going to do a TBR jar, like prompts. There's like 70 prompts in here, and I really want to do like a TBR jar. Or a prompt jar picks what I read for, I don't know, a few days a week, something like that. Anyway, let's go back to this video. Next up, I have Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. I have read from this author before. I kind of always forget which ones that I've read by him. I know that I've read Survive the Night, and I did not like that one. I have also read the pink one, Lock Every Door, and I really, really liked that one. And then for some reason, I think that I've read the other green one, Home Before Dark, but then at the same time, I just can't remember a damn thing about it. So I'm like, did I really read that? I'm not totally sure. Anyway, Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. Again, I've heard I don't know anyone's thoughts on this book, but I haven't read his last few. I'm not one of the people, which no shade to those people. I am like not rushing to read Riley Sager books like kind of a lot of the community is. Like, if I get to them, I get to them. If not, like, it's fine. I haven't read, I think, the last 3 releases. I don't really know. Let me see what this one says. A man must contend with the long ago disappearance of his childhood best friend and the dark secrets lurking just beyond the safe confines of his picture perfect neighborhood. So, one thing I do or have heard about this one is this is his first book, I guess, with like a male point of view, a male protagonist. So, I guess that's interesting. I don't know. I haven't been affected by Riley Sager books like with like women point of views like beating me over the head or anything, because like I said, I haven't read a lot of his books. So, that doesn't get me excited or anything. But I am excited to read this one, and I hope that I can, in that release vlog with this and possibly the Lucy Foley. I do have some other books coming, like this Tuesday is my birthday, so happy birthday to me on the 16th, and there are some great books coming out on my birthday that I can't wait for. We're kind of not really buying books anymore, so that's kind of a bummer, but there are so many books that I want to read that are coming out on my birthday, and I don't know, I have a lot of books to choose from for this new release video, basically is what I'm saying. So anyway, this is Middle of the Night by Riley Sager, and I'm really excited to read this one, so there you go. Next up, let's move into some romance, and then we can kind of work our way back to some other stuff. So, I have 3. Is this a romance? I have 3 real quick to talk about, and then I'll get into some other stuff. First up, I have Looking for Love in All the Haunted Places. A few things drew me to this book. 1, my favorite color is purple. A very purple book. 2nd, I just finished Bloom by Delilah S. Dawson, which was like a horror romance, and the romance like kind of made me like want to read romance again, potentially. I don't really know, but I don't want to read like romance. I liked the romance with like an edge to it, and so this is like a spooky romance. And also, the main love interest name looks like it is Maverick, and that's my kid's name. And so that's like three stars for this book already. Not really, but yeah, I'm excited to read this one. I don't know anything about this besides that it's a spooky romance. The main character's name is Maverick, and it's purple. That's all I really needed to know to get this book. So got that one. That's also a new release. And then I have A Novel Love Story by Ashley Poston. I haven't read anything by Ashley Poston, but I know that her books are very hyped and have a lot of readers, so good for her. This cover is absolutely beautiful. I love all the colors, and I don't know anything about this book either. So all it says is love is stranger than fiction. If you've read this book or other books by Ashley Poston, let me know. It looks like her other ones are The Dead Romantics and The 7-Year Slip. I've heard good things about both of those, like very, very good things. So I don't know. This one might be the one that I start out with though, because I just like love the cover. So this one is also a new release. I don't know when it came out, but I know that it's within at least the last couple months. So hopefully we can get to that. And then the last one I'm very excited about is The Art of Catching Feelings by Alicia Thompson. I have not read from Alicia Thompson. It's a romance book. I haven't read a romance in years. So this one is a baseball romance. I was trying to figure out what her really popular one was. Something about a serial killer, I think. Love in the Time of Serial Killers. Is that this author? I'm not totally sure. All right, this one is about baseball. A professional baseball player and his heckler prove that true love is worth going to bat for. First of all, I love this cover. And second of all, I am a baseball fan. I'm a sports fan in general. But yeah, the baseball aspect totally has me intrigued by this book. So this is one I might try and read actually kind of soon because I am really excited about it. So there you have it, The Art of Catching Feelings by Ashley Thompson. Now let's get into some other stuff. So first up we have The Eyes Are the Best Part by Monica Kim. This is one that I really want to read. I'll probably put this on my August TBR. It doesn't exactly go with the challenge that I'm trying to do for myself, but it's kind of a short book, so it should still work out. The blurb in this one says, crying in H Mart meets My Sister the Serial Killer in this feminist psychological horror about the making of a serial killer from a Korean American perspective. This one just like seems like it's going to be right up my alley. I love the cover, and I actually have heard good things about this one. I can't remember whose video I watched. I have so many videos in my watch or my save for later on YouTube. It's like crazy. My watch later, I don't know. And I got to a few of them last week. Yeah. And I heard someone talking about this one and they really liked it. So hopefully it'll work for me too. There you have The Eyes Are the Best Part by Monica Kim. Next up, we have The Husbands by Holly Gramazio. I'm not totally sure. But this one I heard good things about from people at my work, actually. I haven't heard anything else about this, though, like on YouTube or anything. So I don't really know if people are liking this or not. This one says, a thrillingly original debut. Ooh, a debut. The Husbands brilliantly explores how we navigate life, love, and choice in a world of never-ending options. So I think the pitch for this one is that, like, her husband goes up to the attic and then a new one comes down and they're like, I'm your husband. And she's like, I don't think so, but whatever. That's a terrible pitch. That might not even be right, but I think that's how it was pitched to me when I talked to my coworker about this. I honestly talked to her about this a while ago, but it took forever for me to get the hold just because it's been a very popular release. So I'm excited to give this one a try. This one's a little bit outside of my comfort zone, but we shall see. So there you have The Husbands. Next up, we have Little Rot by Akwaeke Emezi. This cover is stunning. I love everything about it. The colors are just magnificent. This one says, one weekend, the elite underbelly of a Nigerian city, a party that goes awry, a tangled web of sex and lies and corruption that leaves no one unscathed. I haven't heard a single person talk about this one. This one was kind of a cover pick, and also I know that this is a very popular author. So both of those things together made me very intrigued by this one. So I'm kind of going to leave it at that. So there you have Little Rot by Akwaeke Emezi. We're almost done, people. Just a few left. We have a couple of... Let's do the nonfiction one first. The Age of Magical Overthinking by Amanda Montell. This is the author of Cultish. I did not read that one, but I really want to read. I want to get into some nonfiction for the second half of this year. I didn't really do that much in the first half of the year, but I would like to, step up my game a little bit. And this is one that I definitely had my eye on, and I got it from the library, obviously. So this one says... a delicious blend of cultural criticism and personal narrative that explores our cognitive biases from the IKEA effect to the sunk cost fallacy. This one is not one that I've really heard much about, but like I said, this is a very popular author. I'm trying to see how many pages it is, but my oh my, there's a lot of notes in the back. What am I getting myself into? Okay, here are the acknowledgements. My goodness. Okay, 219 pages, nice and short. So I have no excuse to not give this a read and, you know, get through it. But yeah, I'm me and I don't usually gravitate towards nonfiction. So hopefully we can get to that one. 2 books left. The next one I have is Craft, Stories I Wrote for the Devil by Ananda Lima. This one says, at a Halloween party in 1999, a writer slept with the devil. She sees him again and again throughout her life, and she writes stories for him about things that are both impossible and true. That sounds so interesting, and this is another short one. It looks like it's under 200 pages, and so again, I have no reason not to read this. I love the cover, and this is another one that was it was like on a list at my work of like, I can't remember what the list was for, but this was like a recommendation on that list. So I was like, why not? It's nice and short, so I can give that one a try, and hopefully I will like it. So there you have Craft by Ananda Lima. Last book up, this is one I'm very excited about because A, I love the cover, and B, it just seems like something I could enjoy. This is Love Letters to a Serial Killer by Tasha Coriel. I don't know if this is a debut or... Okay, it says that this is her first novel. Sweet. This one says, an aimless young woman starts writing to an accused serial killer while he awaits trial, and then, once he's acquitted, decides to move in with him and take the investigation into her own hands in this dark and irresistibly compelling debut thriller. This one, I feel like I saved the best for last. Honestly, this one sounds so interesting to me, and I really, really, really want to read this one. I think that I'll probably save this for my August TBR just because I have a couple other books that I really want to get to in July. And then I feel like I can like save this for August, and I can't wait. This sounds so good. This is the one that I'm probably most excited about in this video. I feel like I can say that pretty confidently. So I'm really excited about this. If you read it, let me know your thoughts. Hopefully it wasn't a letdown because honestly, I'm like very excited for that book. But with that, those are all the books that I've gotten from the library recently. This video is a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, but hopefully that's okay with you. Sorry I went on a couple different rants in this video. Honestly, it's been forever since I sat down and filmed a video, so please go easy on me, and hopefully you enjoyed the video and want to see more. If that's the case, don't forget to subscribe to this channel because I would love to have you. I'm very close to 1,000 subscribers, which is kind of exciting. And yeah, if you'd love to help me get there, that would be super cool. Let me know what books you've hauled recently, whether it's from the store or the library or online or wherever. And if you read any of these, let me know your thoughts because I would love to hear them. And with that, I will just see you in my next video. Bye!